So big up to everyone, lovely family, lovely friends out there, whatever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and I do really appreciate your time once again. This video basically, I'm gonna talk about Ghana Mexico game last night, players' performance, the starting lineup yesterday, and the whole game yesterday. That is what I'm gonna talk about. And after that, I will be finishing with you Ghana versus US match coming on Tuesday as well. So we're going to talk about the main focus here. We're going to talk about what went wrong. What went wrong? It became difficult to defend Black Stars. It became difficult nowadays to defend Chris Hughton based on their performance. We're going to look at the whole game yesterday. But whatever you are and you want a lot of things right here in Spain, Intercorp is the right place for you. Pick the number on the screen and get more information. So guys, let me take you quick to the starting lineup yesterday. Because when the starting lineup came up and I checked the starting lineup, I wasn't impressed, to be frankly. And I was like, okay, these two games are games that you really want to get your first 11. So why don't you use players that you feel like, okay, you want to use this player to test? Then second half, you can bring some new players or some different players. But my goodness. So let me take you quick and let's see the starting lineup. Let's see the starting lineup yesterday. Okay, let's see the starting lineup yesterday. Okay, so this is the starting lineup yesterday. Let me take you to Ghana starting lineup. This is the starting lineup yesterday. Let me take it a little bit so that I can see it very well. Okay. So this is the starting lineup yesterday game. Now you have Loris Atiziki on post and Kingsley Sinler here on the right side, Gideon Mensah right here on the left side, then Gisef Edu for the center backs alongside Nicolas Opoko. To my personal opinion, I don't think that Nicolas Opoko have business to be in Black Stars based on his yesterday's performance was very, very bad. We will come into that. Now, why Stefan Ambrosos doing here? I don't know if I get everything right. Sorry, I get everything right. Now, you playing 4-2. You playing 4-2-3-1. So my question here is, what Stefan Ambrosos as defender, what is doing here? Are you trying to defend the game? What Elisa Owusu doing here? That is what I don't understand. So yesterday, first when the starting lineup came up, I was like, I was shocked. Why do you have to put Elisa Owusu here? Why Stefan Ambrosos doing here? What is doing here? What is doing here? Wait you can put, even if you want to use Elisa Owusu ahead of Abdul Salim Samed, then drop Elisa Owusu, come for this position to play for where he actually used Stefan Ambrosos as the defender to play alongside Thomas Partey. That is the first thing that I noticed yesterday, that no, this is not going to go well. And it became very difficult. It became very difficult now to defend Black Stars and to defend the manager of Black Stars, Chris Hughton. It became very, very difficult. Guys, look at the game. If you watch the game very carefully yesterday, they don't play the game like they really mean to win something. They cannot even hold ball. When they get the ball, they are going back. They cannot, Black Stars players now cannot keep passes like 5 to 10 minutes. See, yesterday Mexico goalkeeper. He was just relaxed. Was just relaxed because there's no threat. So if we want to play this kind of football, do you think that when we are talking about the World Cup qualifying and going to African Cup, do you think that with this mentality, I always say, check Mexico, okay? Check Mexico, the players, okay? Mexico, what stars they have here? What stars Mexico they have here? Apart from who? This guy, Jimenez, used to play for West Ham and now play for Fulham. And Alvaro's right here, former Ayas, he played with Mohamed Kudus and now also moved to West Ham. And this Porto player, apart from those players, what big name does Mexico they have? Yes, when we are talking about football, Mexico they are ahead because when you talk about World Cup, they've been in World Cup more than 14, 15 times. If I get it right, Ghana will only go World Cup 4 times, but Mexico to be in more than 10, 13, 14 times at World Cup, and they conquer America. They win it almost more than 15 or even more than 10 times as well. Yes, but look at their players. Look at yesterday the way they play the game. They play with hunger. You can see if you we wake up 2 o'clock. Some people depend wherever you are watching this video from. Some people wake up around 3 o'clock to watch the game, and this is the game the Black Stars have to play. We cannot keep playing this kind of game. We cannot. They play the game like they are confused. They are confused. The only player yesterday, for my personal opinion, the only player yesterday I feel like he did very well yesterday was Gideon Mensah. If me to choose a player that I feel like yesterday he did very well yesterday, the whole team was Gideon Mensah. He was defending from his position from the left side, coming from the going for midfield, going for the center back. Nicolas Opoku have no business in the Ghana Black Stars. If I want to be honest, looking at the kind of the way like he carried too much weight and he cannot run all the time, complaining like John Mensah used to do. But John Mensah used to complain, but always doing very well. But Nicolas Opoku complaining all the time and he cannot defend very well. So you choose a player like this and you leave Patrick Pfeiffer. You choose player like um, Nicolas Opoku. Okay, Nicolas Opoku. Nicolas Opoku right here. And leaving Patrick Pfeiffer. If you check the game yesterday carefully, our defenders were so panicking. And all of the players they cannot hold ball. Lawrence Etizigi make a great saves, but it was shaking. When the ball, some ball that you have to have confidence and pass for your player so that they can regroup at the back. He was shaking. Why? Because he doesn't even trust the defenders. So therefore, the moment he get the ball, a ball that not need to play, boom, he's going to play because he's shaking what the defenders that in front of him. They get to some point, they are confused. When we were talking about football is mentality, look at the Mexico. Look at the way they play yesterday. They have no player to rely on that, okay, maybe if you are going to meet Argentina or Brazil or England, then you can mention some players, great players play top club, then you can say, okay, we're going to, even Ghana we have. Really, we can talk about Thomas Partey and a lot of them. But see the kind of mentality, and yesterday when you're watching the game, you can see clearly that they mean business. They really want to show their fans something, and you can see that Black Stars cannot keep playing like this. When it happens to some of us that are always been here, try to defend Black Stars and try to defend Black Stars coach, personally Chris Hughton, it becomes very difficult to defend Chris Hughton. Even in the press conference, Chris Hughton cannot even find a proper, he doesn't even know what he has to say again because he himself is confused based on the game they played yesterday. We are not saying the team cannot lose a game, but you cannot lose a game like this. If you are playing against Mexico, if you are calling yourself a football nation back in Africa, then you are playing against Mexico team that don't full of a lot of stars, and they also just have a normal players like you, and you cannot play draw with Mexico. I'm sorry, you have no business to be thinking about going to World Cup. I'm telling you for real. Like even the first half, they play a little bit. Look at the second half. The players were totally confused. Very, very confused. And Black Stars cannot continue to play like this. Guys, what do you think about the yesterday game? Maybe a lot of people didn't have time to watch it, but those who are really, really into football, because the game was like a 1:30, and before I see it was 2 o'clock, some place 3 o'clock. Like depend whatever you yesterday you're watching the game from. Then people wake up at that midnight before they finish the game 4 o'clock. Then you guys Black Stars play this kind of game. No, this Black Stars team they need to up their game because if not, some of us will find very very difficult to defend them. We find difficult because that is nothing. Yesterday, what player? Anybody that watching this video, what player yesterday you can boldly say that, well, this player really impressed me. Aside Gideon mentioned yesterday, I noticed that he was the one running from here. Nicolas Opoku, nothing. Nothing. I don't see why Nicolas Opoku have to be in this Black Stars team. Nicolas Opoku yesterday. Because we're not going to talk about Jesse Fedu because Jesse Fedu already yesterday he got a knock injury, so was substituted to Ali Rishedu. Ali Rishedu as well. The time that Ali Rishedu came in the game, I realized that he was the one that trying when they get ball, he want to force and move, go. And this is what we want. Ali Rishedu yesterday, he was trying to move because anybody that get the ball, they're returning back. How many short target Black Stars they play yesterday? Mexico yesterday should have even feel comfortable just to play the game without a keeper because the keeper was just there relaxing because there is no player to try. So this is some of the things we are talking about. It will be very difficult for Anyaka William to get a goal. So I get to a point, I get to understand clearly that this is some of the reason why Anyaka William will find difficult to get a goal. But if you don't take time, we will end up blaming the guy that Wall is not doing well for the national team. This kind of ball, the midfield, there is no any player that can hold the ball and give a striker. Look at yesterday's game. So guys, it is so sad. Let's check on US. That will be. Let me check. Okay, that will be. Wow. Here showing that October. Some people were saying that Wednesday, and I'm. Let me escape this. Okay. Some people showing that the match is 17th, but the reason why I normally say 18th, you know, the match time that's shown here, which you can see it on the screen, is showing that it's going to be 18th Wednesday because it's going to be 1:30 a.m. The match is going to be 1:30 a.m. Okay, so 1:30 a.m. meaning it is 18th. So Ghana versus United States. This game, I say doubt for Ghana to win this game. So that is the game coming up. That gets this Tuesday. But the game like is going to play on midnight, so it's going to be a Tuesday night. 1:30. So let's just put it. Let's say Wednesday. So it's going to be 18th. Ghana versus US. Which I don't really want to see this yesterday's starting lineup because yesterday's starting lineup was messed up. was messed up big time. Was messed up big time. I don't know why some coaches have to do this. In the end of the day, they end up. I don't get it. So, Chris Hutton, if you are watching, you need to up your game. If not that, it will be very difficult for some of us to continue to defend you, because look at Mexico, their technical bench side. They was having machines sitting down there with their tablet, with their machines, monitoring the game, how everything is going, who they have to bring out and who they have to put in. But our side, it wasn't like that. Everybody was just there, like they don't care. They don't care what is going on. There is no any slate even holding them to say, okay, maybe this, that. They are just like they are. What kind of job is that? And look at the way Black Stars played yesterday. They mess up big time. They mess up big time. We cannot continue like this and expecting that when we go to African Cup, we are going to win the African Cup. And when I spoke about the World Cup qualifiers, that if you want to play like this, you're not going to meet Mali, and Mali is going to look you like this way. And we're going to say, oh, Ghana, yeah, Ghana is Ghana. When they come to World Cup, we'll always find a way to qualify. You think that you have a way to qualify in other countries? They don't have a way to qualify. You being in World Cup 4 times, the other people, they want to be in their first time also write history books. And you think that if you play this kind of games, they will sit down and look at you that you are a Ghana? You are a Ghana? You saying that you are a Ghana? When was the last time you win the African Cup of Nations? The time that Ghana even started winning African Cup of Nations, Cameroon was nowhere to close, talking about to win African Cup. But Cameroon come front and now they have 5. They have 5. The time that Ghana we even won our last African Cup of Nations, that is 1982. Where was Nigeria? Nigeria now they have 3. Then you are thinking that you want to play like this and go and win African Cup and qualify for World Cup. We must be joking, I'm telling you, because if you watch the game yesterday very carefully, we have a long way to go, man. So, guys, what do you think? What do you think about the yesterday game? Do you impress about yesterday performance? And what player really impressed you yesterday? To my personal opinion, player that really impressed me yesterday was Gideon Mensah. Aside Gideon Mensah, all of them was 0. 0. So thank you so much for always tuning up the Winning Unity platform. Happy Sunday to you. Go out and have a good